Alright, on today's video, we're going to set up the Equinox for beach hunting and show you what some common targets sound like on the beach. And here's some of the targets right here. We got standard coins, silver, gold, junk jewelry, and some bottle tops. And maybe a few more things you might find on the beach. Stay tuned. Alright, first thing we'll do is set the Equinox up for beach hunting. And I'm going to show you what I do. It's all a matter of personal preference, but I'll show you how I set mine up to start with. I got a camera right here on it, so I'll show you right here on the screen what I'm doing. Alright, the first thing we want to do is I've tried a lot of different settings. I've ended up with the beach mode 2. That's where I've found the best setting, even though once in a while I may actually find I do the field mode 2 and it'll actually give me a little deeper reading, but then other times it won't. So in general, I've been using the beach mode 2, and as you see on my screen right here. Now the first thing we want to do is go to here, the noise cancel, and I always hold it up and go ahead and do a noise cancel on it, because you never know what's in the area. It could be alarm systems in the area, it could be over power lines putting out a frequency that's interfering with your detector. So it's good to go ahead and do that to start with. Alright, the second one here, we got ground the balance. What I normally do is keep that on 0. And you can change that if you want, but I just keep it on 0 for the beach hunt for now. The next one is volume adjust. I adjust mine up to the max, 25. I don't have great hearing, and I want to hear it, so I adjust it to 25, but that's a matter of preference too. The threshold, I don't use a threshold. You know, the threshold would be like a just a constant tone in the background that you would hear. Normally on the beach, you get pretty solid signals. You get some really small stuff sometimes, but it's a solid enough signal that I don't use that. Maybe in gold hunting I would use that or something like that, but not in this case. So threshold. All right, target tone. Now what I do, I use two-tone. It's either iron or something I want to dig, because on the beach a lot of times you get really small gold. Could ring up a 1, or could ring up a 8, could ring up a 15. So gold has a big range, so anything above 0 I dig. So on the beach, you know, and on land it's a whole different story, but on the beach I try to dig anything out there. That's because I know it's in a heavy zone, it's probably something good. Alright, so now let's go to accept reject. I'll leave it on -9 so I can so I usually don't have the iron on, but sometimes if I get a really good hit I can cut on and hear it, and that way it'll pick it up if I got this on here. Ooh, you know, I'll know it's an iron hit versus a good target, because sometimes it has a hard time distinguishing between iron and good sometimes. And we got the recovery speed. Of course, the slower recovery speed, the deeper it'll go. And on the beach, I'm not too worried about separating targets too much, because usually it's a single target. You don't have 3 pieces of iron and 2 pieces of good in one shot. 99% of the time on a beach. Now on the land it's a whole different story. So I'll cut it back. I use about a 3 normally on my recovery speed. That way I'm going a little deeper, but I don't have the latency on when you go. Because if it's the slower the speed, you might go over and you won't hear it till you get past it. You go boom, boom, like that, versus boom, boom, but you're not going as deep when you do that, when you cut it like 8, so I keep it on a 3. So that's what I do anyway. That kind of sets it up for where I want at. The iron bias I usually keep on 0, but that's a little personal preference too for now. And you'll see later on, sometimes we have a little trouble with the bottle caps, and we'll show that in the video in a little bit. But anyway, the machine is now ready to go to the beach like I normally use it. Alright, here we go. We're going to go through some targets here, and I'm going to go through them kind of fast, but I just want to give you an idea of the sounds and the target numbers that you'll be getting on some of these things here. Let me show you first what we'll be going through, and then we'll go through them real quick. Alright, first, we're going to go right straight down the line. Just to show you the grouping, I got coins, I got silver, gold, junk jewelry, and like bottle caps. So first the coins. I'm going to show you basically what these numbers will actually come up almost every time. Now down in the pennies I do have a wheat penny, which will be a little different, a zinc penny, and an eat up zinc penny once the salt water has actually sucked some of that zinc out of it and all what it'll give you. Alright, let's get going and show some of these numbers now. Alright, this is our simulated beach right here. There's 3 bags of sand. It's probably 10 inches deep, so to kind of give it, and it's a little bit wet. So that kind of gives us gives an idea of what the beach would be like when you place some of these on there. We'll probably go down 3 or 4 inches on most of our targets and test them out. All right, here we go. All right, first thing we do is bury a quarter. We're gonna dig it down, just put it about right in the center here, about 4 inches down. All right, let's see if we can get a reading of that. All right, I gotta get this adjusted here. All right, I'm gonna have to hold this a little strange here, so I don't mess it up. But all right, as you can see, 29, 29. Now, a lot of times on the beach, I like to go to a 90 degree and try it again. Look at that, 29, 28, 29. It's very consistent, always is on the quarter. You always get that constant number on coins. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, now we got a nickel. Let's see what a nickel does. I bet it's around 13. I've hit them too many times. 13, 12, 13, 13. Go 90 on it. 12 and 13. It stays very consistent on a good target. Very consistent. All right. All right. Let's get that nickel out of there and try something else. All right. Next, we're going to try a dime. A dime should come up, and it's down 3 or 4 inches, so it's down pretty good. It should come up probably around 24, 24, 25, 23. At 90 degrees, it's going to stay consistent. 23, 24, 25. Very consistent numbers. Doesn't change much. Alright. Alright, that's pretty good on the dime. Let's see if we can find it now. There it is. Alright. Let's try the zinc penny first. Let's see what it gives us. It should be around 21. $20, $21. Very consistent, eats both ways. $20, $21. Alright, that's a zinc penny. Like probably a 2006. That's probably like a 2016 or something like that. Alright, now let's try a wheat penny. This was copper. This was all copper. And it's probably still going to give us, I've noticed a lot of times, it'll give you anywhere from 21 to 24. Maybe depending on what year it was made. I don't know how much copper, but I thought they were all pretty much the same. But anyway, let's see what she gives us. 21, 21, 22, 21, 20, 21. It's giving us about the same as the other penny did. So pennies around that range until you get into a corroded zinc penny. This zinc penny, you can see, is kind of got some eat up a little bit. You see where it's starting to bubble out a little bit. So the zinc's starting to come out of it a little bit. So it's going to drop it down a little bit. Depending on how much it's been eaten up, it could go as low as 16 or 17. This was probably about an 18, if I'm right. All right, let's see what we got. 18, 19, 18, 19. 18, 17, 18, 19. So, yeah, like I say, it'll change a little bit, depending on how eat up it is. That salt, when it gets into that penny, it eats that zinc up. That's why you get the change out on that. All right, here it is. All right. Let's try some silver. I found this the other day, and it's a silver chain. Now, when I found it, I remember what it was. It was like a 15. But see, it's not round. So it'll give you a little bit of fluctuation on the numbers. Normally if it's up round, it stays consistent both ways. But if you have any kind of distortion in the size and shape of it, it seems to fluctuate a little bit. Let's see what it does. All right, here we go. 16, 17, 16, 17. Now let's try 45. About 16, 17. 17, 18. So it's staying around that range right now. Like I say, depending on how it's laying, if it's laying all flat out straight, or if it's laying and a big old lump, that number will change a little bit. So right now it's 17, 18, but it's still pretty consistent. Normally those good targets will stay somewhat consistent. I got to clean all this up after this. Here is a silver coin. This is the one I found the other day, Barber Dime. Just found this a couple days ago. So let's put that in there. That was in the sandy soil that I found it in too, right there, if y'all remember. But anyway, let's see what we got here on that. 24, 25. At a 90, we got 24, 25. Very consistent again. So it's doing really good. Very consistent on those coins. And good jewelry. Alright, let's start with some gold. Alright, let's start with, this is my wife's class ring. I didn't have a really, really big class ring to give you a number on it. This is a small woman's class ring, so let's give it a shot right here. I'm not sure what this one will ring up at. I'm curious myself. Look at that, 7. But I bet it's consistent both ways. 7. Very consistent. When you got those consistent numbers, you can almost guarantee it's going to be something good. So that's like a 7 on gold, a 7. So gold's always a lower number. And this is those gold teeth I just found a couple days ago. A grill they put in front of your teeth. Let's see what they ring up. I think they were around that same number, I think. Seven, 6, 7, 4, 5. It's jumping just a little bit. 6. Just running about a 6 or 7, somewhere around that range. So, alright, let's see what else we got here. I gotta find it though. Now, those little teeth were big. Now I can't lose those, can I? I might get my pinpoint out. Alright, here they are. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff. Alright, this is a gold ring I found out long ago right here. Let's look that up. Alright, let's see. I'm thinking that ring. Man, I'm not even sure. I can't remember. Let's see what we got. 11, 11, 12. And of course, both ways we're going to get the same thing. 11, 11. Yeah, staying pretty consistent. Pretty consistent. Alright, let's see. There it is. I got that one quick that time. Alright, this is a ring I found very first year. It's a small diamond. I got a couple little diamonds in it here. Let's see what we got here on that one. I'm going to put that a little deep here. It's a small small gold and diamond ring. $10, $11, $10, $11, 10, very consistent, $10, $11. All right, gold, that 10 range is a good one on gold, I'm telling you. That's always a good one. So you see it start getting those numbers like that outside of the range of what you normally get the coins at. You know you could potentially have something good. All right. This is another diamond ring I found first part of the year. It's got like 100 diamonds in it. And we will see if we can't set that in here. It's white gold. I don't think that matters though, but we'll see what it comes out of right here. It should be about the same. That ring is about the same size as that last one, so I'm thinking around a 10. 8, 8, 8, 8, 9. 8, 9. So that's an 8 or 9. How about that? So gold does not ring up as high as some of those other things ring up at. I got a little something on the ground here that keeps running my detector off every time. Alright, here we got a piece of junk jewelry. It's just like a little earring with a little, I don't know, a little stone on it, but it should be made of mostly copper, so I'm thinking it should give us a reading somewhere, maybe 8 to 10. I'm not sure on that one either, to tell you the truth. 15. because it's copper, like a penny. It's getting up there toward the penny range, but it's not big enough for penny. 15, 16. But that was just about what that silver bracelet was running too. So anything off from those coin numbers, you gotta dig. You gotta dig them. All right, let's try another one here. All right, this is a ring. It looks gold, but it's not gold. It's copper. So that should ring probably in like a penny range, or 18 maybe. I'm thinking something like that. Yep, just like a penny. 21, 22, 21, 20, just like a penny. Maybe just a little higher. It might have a little bit more copper in it than a penny does, actually. So that's what you got on that one. All right. One more piece of junk jewelry, and that gives you an idea of what kind of sound you hear. And I'm sure this is copper too, so not very heavy though. So this one probably might get a little bit lower than that last one. Yeah, 14, 15. Not quite as much copper in that as it has on the last one. Alright, let's see what we can do now on a couple pieces of junk. Alright. How about a nice bottle cap? This is a fairly new bottle cap. It should give us a good signal. I'm thinking. It shouldn't, because we don't want to hear metal, but it will. See that? 15, 16. Now I can cut my iron on, and it still didn't give me anything. Look at that. Still give me a good signal. That's giving me a good signal no matter what. And it has the tone that you're hearing is a good tone. So I haven't quite figured out how to get rid of those bottle caps yet. I would dig that all day long. It sounds good to me. I don't know about y'all. Alright, let's try eat up. Let's try eat up bottle cap so you can kill that one. This one's a little bit rusted out a little bit, so you would hope we wouldn't hear that, but I got a feeling we are. Reading the 13. 13. That's almost exactly what a gold ring will sound to me sometime right there. 13 right there. I would dig that all day long. That bottle cap would be coming out of it all day. Well, that's going to conclude. Alright, that's going to conclude this little test. As you can see, I hope you got an idea of some of the numbers you'll run into on the beach with some of those particular things, like the coins for sure, the gold. You know the kind of ranges in gold now. Bottle caps, I haven't figured out yet. If y'all got some ideas on the bottle caps, let me know. But right now, I'm digging them because they come up good on my machine. So anyway, I appreciate everybody coming along. Please click like, comment below, share. All right, thanks for coming along.